Hey everyone, welcome back to the Auto Repair. I hope you're all having a productive day. In today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into something every driver needs to know: the symptoms of a bad wheel bearing, and how ignoring them could lead to dangerous consequences and costly repairs. Let's start with the basics. A wheel bearing is a set of steel balls or tapered rollers held together by a metal ring called a race. It sits inside the wheel hub and allows the wheel to spin smoothly with minimal friction while also supporting the weight of your car. In modern vehicles, the bearing is often pressed into the hub assembly. These sealed units are not serviceable, meaning when they go bad, they need to be replaced entirely. That's why early diagnosis is so important to avoid a complete failure that could leave you stranded or worse. Unusual noises. The most obvious and common symptom of a bad wheel bearing is unusual noise. You might hear a growling, grinding, or humming sound that gets louder as you accelerate. This noise typically comes from the affected wheel and can sometimes be mistaken for tire noise or even engine problems. But here's a quick tip: if the noise changes as you turn, that's a big clue. If the noise gets louder when you turn right, that usually means the left bearing is bad because more pressure is being applied to that side during the turn. Loose or wobbly steering. A worn-out wheel bearing can also cause excessive play in the wheel. This translates to a loose or sloppy steering feel. You might notice your steering wheel doesn't feel as precise, especially when cornering or maneuvering through traffic. When lifted, a wheel with a bad bearing might feel like it moves back and forth more than it should. That's because the bearing isn't holding everything tightly in place anymore. Vibrations while driving. If your steering wheel starts to shake, especially at higher speeds, it could be a sign of a worn-out bearing. The reason this happens is that a bad bearing can cause the wheel to wobble as it rotates, since your wheels are connected to the tie rods and those tie rods are part of the steering rack. That vibration travels right up to your steering wheel. If left unaddressed, it could lead to an even tire wear or even damage to your suspension components. ABS light turns on. Some vehicles might also trigger the ABS warning light when a wheel bearing starts to fail. That's because the ABS sensor is often mounted in or near the hub assembly. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, don't wait. Get your vehicle inspected by a professional or check the wheel bearings yourself if you're confident with DIY repairs. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.